Hello there, Kimosabi. That's actually a Dan Ingram line that I just borrowed for a second. How are you? Please join us for Worldwide Ramblings, Saturday nights at 10 p.m. East Coast time. Usually live if we're out and about. Could be taped, but usually live with a stream. And then, of course, if you miss the live stream, you can join us on the replay. You'll find all those videos here at the virtual Church of the Disillusioned, well over 450 now, covering all angles of the Bob Joyce story and our Tribute to Rush series and many other topics as well. And the live shows, we could talk about anything, We also pop on to pop off from time to time. It gets us new people when we show up at an unexpected time. So you need to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Then if you're near your device, you'll hear it live, but not to worry. If you don't, you can always catch the replay in the live section of this channel, the Virtual Church of the Disillusioned. All right, but we hope to see you live on Saturday nights. We do. The name of this short video, Bob Joyce. Is he Vernon's love child? Yes, we have talked about that. Again, by the way, I've got more photos to show you on the phone, and hopefully when we do pre-recorded, it's easier to see those phone photos. We love to show the Google photos too. Anyway, let's go to the email where we find Jim. Jim, I think, was born in 1947. I don't know. He says, don't know if this has been brought up about Bob Joyce, but the only logical answer is that Bob's mother had a sexual encounter with Vernon Presley in 1952 when Bob was born. That's what he thinks. He feels Bob was born in 1952. That, Jim, is up to debate. I have seen a documentary or two that proclaimed that Vernon was a womanizer. To me, it's the only logical explanation because Bob has so many of the Elvis traits, etc., etc. Well, it could have happened after Gladys passed away. Could have happened then. You think you know the exact age of Pastor Bob Joyce, and I'm not sure I would agree with you. It's certainly a topic that is well debated. As I responded to Jim, Pastor Bob then would have to be a near clone of Elvis. And I also explained to him, reminded him perhaps, that the people who believe in the scars and the veins and the broken pinky, that kind of thing, they believe that Pastor Bob has the same scars, has the same noticeable veins, and a broken pinky like Elvis had. They would say, no, it's him. It's him. I mean, because there's so many dozens and dozens of what we call coincidences, even though technically we don't even believe in coincidences, So, so that's what we talk about. That's what we talk about. But I did find that interesting when that was first proposed. I don't know if it was you who proposed it earlier, Jim, but someone did bring that up because they obviously don't think that the pastor of Household of Faith is 90 years old. And, we've shown videos where he looks much older, and we've talked about the testimony of people in the healthcare industry, even that have hugged him at the church, et cetera, et cetera. So, it is a matter of opinion. We always look for solid documentation. We try when we explore a possibility to come up with the reasons why we believe that. Sometimes you can even have documentation. Other times you don't. Other times you don't. But I'll leave it up to you. Ultimately, you can decide. You can decide here. We're not shoving any opinions down your throat. So the church is continuing along there. They bought 9 acres of land, 10 minutes from where Household of Faith is now. Beautiful brown shingled horse barn. Doesn't look like your typical barn, so I think there were expensive horses in there for a short time at least. And that came with the property, so that's what they're using. And the plan is to build a bigger church. Now, with what I'm seeing, I'm not sure how many more seats they will have in the barn because they are making it look smaller than it did when we saw the wide open shot of it. When there were still horse stables in there. They're all gone, of course, and they have been working quite fast to get things done. Doesn't mean it's near done, but it's moving along. It's moving along a lot faster, I would think, well before July of 2025, and I'm not sure, since I think they're going to use that one building for more than just the actual sanctuary, that it's really going to solve the problem. If you end up with 50 or 100 more seats, that's just a patch and there'll still be problems. But anyway, let's go and take a look here. Pope Francis bombshell. We'll have to talk about that on our next Worldwide Ramblings. I get these news break things. Do you get them? Some are kind of ridiculous. But there's a good shot right there. Good shot right there. And we have other photos, of course. Maybe we will show a few more. But look, they always come out better in a pre-recorded video, so I won't try to show them live because it just never seems to work out. And but I think that's pretty cool. They've got a nice entranceway built with a nice big door. And I wanted to show you that. Let's see what else we have. Let us see what else we have. That's not the one I wanted to show you. Here's another picture of inside the church as they're working away, huh? It's going to be kind of narrow, the actual sanctuary. How many more seats they can really get in there, I do not know. How's everybody doing, by the way? Dealing with this cold winter? It is brutal. 6 degrees at night and what have you. The only saving grace lately has been the fact that there hasn't been much wind. Okay. There's a young Aisha. Who's with us on most Worldwide Ramblings. There you go. Very nice. We showed this photo before of Sabrina on her wedding day, but this time the gentleman next to her is not the guy that we usually show in our Google photos. So what's going on there? The person we usually see standing next to her is Robert Wayne Joyce, and his hair is combed completely different. And you can also look in his eyes and see. This almost looks superimposed to me. You can't have your cake and eat it too. There can't be two answers to the same question. We like to show Robert Wayne Joyce when he was young. He didn't morph into the current pastor. So there you go. Just looking if there's anything more you would be interested. How about a sleeping cat? Will that do it for you? That's Willie Loomis, our cat. I don't think he's ever going to find gainful employment. He's on the company dole, you know. He's supposed to be a watch cat, but he's sleeping on the job. So, of course, there's Vernon Presley, a good-looking man. Who does he look like, Vernon Presley, that we talk about a lot? The name is on the tip of my tongue. Who is Vernon Presley look like? There's the best waitress in the world on Halloween. That's Carmen. That's Carmen. There's Vernon at the said-to-be grave of Elvis Aaron Presley, name misspelled. Vernon looks a lot like Pastor Bob in that picture right there. So just a few photos for you. I won't show you Violet Summers because someone will complain about it, but she's Suzanne Summers' granddaughter, you know. Here's another picture of Robert Wayne Joyce, the stern-looking, look in the eyes, different man. Robert Wayne Joyce, and a young picture of him when he's in the armed services. Karen likes to watch Violet Summers because she gets a kick out of her. She's the granddaughter of Suzanne Summers. And I'll show you this photo. What the heck? This is for the guys. Semi. There's Violet Summers in Italy. Violet Summers in Italy. I just want to give complainers something to complain about. That's what they do, you know. That's what they do. My personal email is jackthefairguy@gmail.com. jackthefairguy@gmail.com. By the way, Karen sent me that picture of Violet, and I printed it in Google Photos. Fair is spelt like you're going to the carnival, like you're going to ride the Ferris wheel or perhaps the tilt-a-whirl. Yes, I'm so old, I remember the tilt-a-whirl and the scrambler. If I went on the scrambler today, I lose me lunch. I can't go spinning anymore. I can do a regular Ferris wheel. I might even be able to do a wooden roller coaster, you know. So it's frigid time here. This global warming is giving people frostbite. What happened recently? Pete Hegseth was finally confirmed, but it took the Vice President of the United States, J.D. Vance, coming in to cast the deciding vote. Very good. Vice President Vance, soon to be, in 4 years to be President Vance. We're not letting the progressives back in there. They practically destroyed the country in 4 years. Almost did. Kristi Noem, the most beautiful governor of South Dakota, of any state, is no longer the governor. No, she is now going to be in charge of what? Our national intelligence. So we need more national intelligence, you know. And we know that Marco Rubio is our Secretary of State. What a wonderful guy, little Marco. And Trump was in Las Vegas today. He was in Las Vegas thanking Nevada, not Nevada, Nevada. You got to say it right, or they resent you. he was thanking them for helping him win the election. He said when someone gave him the line, one of his supporters said, "Oh, we need no tax on tips." No tax on tips, huh? I think you just won me the election. Oh, we're going to have a good time on Worldwide Ramblings, whatever Saturday night you tune in, all right? Jack Willard is my name. A big God bless you. Talk to you soon.